This is a Rogue Media Network production.
Welcome to the show. You know, for a lot of people, retirement is a time to slow down. I wouldn't know about that. But anyway, for today's guest, it became the perfect opportunity to launch an exciting new adventure. After a successful career in broadcast media as an account representative, Gregg Dungan decided to turn a lifelong passion for travel to a business, launching Travel A Go-Go in April of 2026.
That's correct.
And so what makes Gregg's story especially inspiring is his thoughtful research and planning that went into building this agency from the ground up. Now, he's not just booking vacations, he is creating memorable experiences for people with a special emphasis on faith-based travel that allows clients to maybe deepen their faith walk while exploring some of the world's most interesting and meaningful destinations. So it's a delight to have you come join the show, Gregg. We have been knowing each other a very long time.
I was thinking about that earlier. It's over 30 years.
I think maybe even longer than that. Because did you work for Channel 10 at one time?
Worked for Channel 10. Remember, I did the Gilmore and Davis. You were my model.
Gilmore and Davis. Yeah, oh yeah.
And Goldstein McGill
right.
as well.
Did you or did we do a live remote?
We did
one
live
time?
remotes from Gilmore and Davis Furniture quite often. And then we did one, I think, from Goldstein McGill where you were the spokesmodel.
That's what it was. That was the first time I'd ever done anything like that before.
Yeah.
And the first time I ever had an IFB in my ear, which stands for interruptible foldback, but it's a little thing that somebody's talking to you in. Of course, in television, 25 years, we lived with that. First time for me. And it had to have been live on the air. John Rigby, I think, was in the control room.
John Rigby.
He says something to me.
Yeah, exactly. And I used to tell the story that I was the one that got you into TV.
You did. Well, and I didn't do much TV for a long time after that, as I recall. I kind of stayed in radio after that. Oh my gosh, but I thought you were the account rep at 10, and then later we worked together at KXXV.
KXXV. I just left there after 21 years. And it was a great career, but I had this burning. I was blessed my whole life to be able to grow up in a family where my dad was a car dealer. He traveled the world. We traveled the world all the time.
Oh, yeah, because, you get sales.
He got sales incentives.
And so go to Japan or whatever.
He happened to be one of the best dealers in the Phoenix zone.
Oh.
So he got to go all over the world, and we got to go with him a lot of times. And I think the culmination for me was right before my dad passed away. My older brother and I had planned a trip for him to Ireland, which is where his, line is from. And it was just complete coincidence that all of us he lived in San Antonio, my brother did, my mom and dad lived in Albuquerque, where we're from. Myself and my wife live here in Waco. We all got letters from somebody out of Ireland. They had looked up the Dungan tree and found all the Dungans worldwide, and we're having a family reunion in Ireland.
Right.
So we planned our whole Irish trip around that. And it was 21 days. It was phenomenal. My mom, who, because of my dad's health, watched my dad's eating. She hated the vacation because we didn't pay for a single thing in Ireland. If you were a Dungan, wherever you walked in, they just gave you everything.
Really?
And so, he took advantage of that to my mom's dismay. But it was
he was enjoying the cuisine, maybe, and the beverages.
Yeah,
too
exactly.
much.
and that was the last big thing we did as a family
what
together.
A memory,
so
though.
it was a memory. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, and as someone who's done a lot of traveling, I'm sure you've seen some of the issues and things that maybe not so pleasant about travel.
Yeah. Anything in this world today you have to be careful with, but travel especially, because you can go to a place that is completely safe for all intents and purposes, and if you wander off the touristy path, so to speak, you can get into some areas that can get you in real trouble. And the one thing you really don't want to have or can ill afford to have in some of these foreign countries is, to get into trouble. Not just from the legal standpoint of you getting into trouble, but trouble finding you and causing all kinds of problems. It can be not just dangerous for you, but it can be financially crippling and a lot of things. And so there's a lot of things that, I just did a proposal for a client that wants to go to Colombia.
Yeah.
And Colombia is a class 3 country from the U.S. So
what does that mean?
it means it's on the terrorist list,
Oh.
a terrorist watch list. 4 is the highest, 3 is second highest.
Oh my.
Thing is, if you're in like Cartagena, it's a huge tourist area. It's a main source of income for Colombia. Well, legal source of income for Colombia. And it's occupied by a lot of police, a lot of security. So as long as you stay in that area, it's a very beautiful, very safe place to go. Now, if you get out of that area, and they will tell you, don't do the beach at night. Don't go off of the beaten path at night.
Be smart.
So, be smart.
Yeah. So this, whole travel thing is something you've always enjoyed. It wasn't like, it's okay, I'm done with TV now. Now what's next? So what are some of the trips that you and your wife have taken, during your television career that kind of stand out?
Well, believe it or not, Patricia didn't do a whole lot because she did not like to fly.
Yeah, some people don't.
And so it was one of those, well, we can only go so many places by car, bus, or train, or ship. And so, she started that way with ships, but then once I got her on a ship, I couldn't get her off a ship.
So I knew that you did a lot of cruising.
Yeah. February, we went on MSC because as a travel agent, MSC is fairly new to the U.S. It's new to Galveston, only been here since November.
And that's pretty easy to get in and out of.
Yeah, it is. Right? And we were the 10th sailing of MSC out of Galveston. But part of your training as a travel agent is you do what they call ship inspections. So I had done a ship inspection, which is like a 6 or 7 hour thing. Fell in love with the beauty of the ship, the design of the ship. It's similar in a lot of ways to most ships, but there's some differences that I think make it extra special and unique. Plus, I'm a huge Mediterranean food buff, and since it's Italian, the Mediterranean food is exceptional, and so we ended up going on MSC, and when the ship ended, she wanted to stay on it and go on another one.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
there you go.
So
there you go. Yeah. So when did you know it was right? It was the right time for you to retire from your television career and start a business.
Well, to be very honest, and Channel 25 is not going to like this, but I had been dabbling in the travel business
we won't tell anyone.
for a while, simply because my stepson is 40 years, just turned 50, I should say, not 40. My wife would appreciate that, making him younger. A couple of years ago, 3.5 years ago, he was diagnosed with ALS. And by the time they diagnosed him, he was already stage 2. And so his wife, Tanya, decided to, basically, we're going to do as much as we can do with him while he's still capable.
Oh, yeah, no.
So they started going on cruises, and we started joining them. And that kind of rekindled it for us. And it was joyous to watch him because, now he's in Alaska right now. He's in his wheelchair, cannot speak, cannot move. But he still has his facial expression. He can still eat. He's not on a feeding tube or anything yet. And so he travels. Well, we started doing that with them. And I ran into a young lady from North Carolina that was a travel agent. And being as I had a sales background, we talked, and she goes, you ought to be a travel agent. And I didn't give it much thought. And then I ran into her on another trip, and then I ran into her on a third trip. And I said to myself, this has got to be God telling me something.
Yeah, that's
because
right.
Patricia wanted me to retire years ago. She's been retired for 12 years, 13 years. but I had a good career.
Yeah. And you're very good
It's
at
the
it.
only thing I had done pretty
Yeah.
much in my adult life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a difficult thing to just walk away from something that you've done that long,
Right.
especially if you don't think you have anything to fall back on. But
Mm-hmm.
I'd always traveled, and the love for travel was there. So I started inquiring with this young lady, and she hooked me up with a host agency, which a lot of your new travel agencies now go through a host agency. And they're good in one aspect, and that is the fact that you can get into them for very little investment.
Mm-hmm.
You get the training, you get your certifications, you get your IATA, your CLIAL, which are required. But that's kind of where it ends. I mean, there's training available, but most of your host agencies are what they call MLMs. All they want to do is recruit. They don't necessarily want to sell. So their whole pitch is, well, you can earn commission booking your own travel. Well, you can, but you spend $3,000 on a cruise and you get $150, $200 back in commission. It's not really what I'd call a great exchange.
No.
But at the same time, you have to add value to what it brought you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all the access to the preferred vendors and so forth. And so as I started doing this part-time while I was still working, I got certified with vendors like Viking, with vendors like the Venetian in Vegas, with vendors, all over the world, which has allowed me to little by little break away from being a host agency and being a standalone agency.
Mm-hmm.
All the while having no pressure to make a huge financial investment. It wasn't until probably February of this year I made the big investment of websites, social media plans,
Mm-hmm.
all the things necessary to get it going.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where I've evolved to.
Tell me about the name. How did you come up? Travel a Go-Go. That's kind of a throwback to the Go-Go Girls is what I think.
You can thank Patricia.
Okay. I love it.
I had gotten out of a Zoom meeting with my sponsor, Shell, who's the girl that I just told you about. And we were talking about, naming and doing this and doing that. And I had not really given it 100% commitment to get into the business at the time. And she goes, well, you need to pick a business. She goes, mine's Sunspree Vacations out of, North Carolina. Nothing wrong with the name, but if you start looking around at travel agents, it's like the Travel Boutique or the, and all of them sound nice, but they sound very, I don't know, almost unreachable. In some ways they sound kind of like we're expensive.
Yeah.
Other ways they sound like everybody else's, so it doesn't really stand out. And I told Patricia, I said, well, I want to be professional. I want to specialize in faith-based group tours and faith-based travel, as well as luxury travel. I'm going to do anything anybody wants, but my niches are going to be those two areas.
Mm-hmm.
And but I wanted something fun, and she just blurted out Travel a Go-Go. And I thought,
yeah,
it's kind of silly, but I tested it with some friends, and I actually put it on one of my Facebook posts, and I got a huge response about how much they loved the name.
Yeah.
They remember it,
mm-hmm.
and that's what I wanted. So that's how it came about.
Yeah. Well, is there something that surprised you about beginning a travel agency like that in this digital age? Because I know a lot of people are using AI to book trips. To me, that's that's a huge leap of faith, shall we, in my ability to use AI to do something like that. But I know folks do that.
It shouldn't be a surprise to me coming from a sales background, but it has still been, I won't say a surprise. It's been concerning because I know every travel agency is experiencing it, and that is what I call the tire kickers or the window shoppers. All I can offer is my services and my time.
Right.
And
you do deserve to be compensated for it.
And they're valuable. I mean,
right.
they're worth something.
Of course.
Travel agencies typically don't charge any fees. they make their money off of, once they've booked the trip, they get their commissions from the vendors.
Mm-hmm.
So, imagine if I have, a tremendous number of leads, of which, I have a chatbot system set up where it responds, and then I follow up. And I do, 2 or 3 days worth of work, only to find out they took my proposal and booked it themselves. So, you've spent a lot of time doing that. And so I'm at a crossroads right now where it's like, do I charge a fee? And what's going around in the industry right now, which I think is fair, but again, it's something you have to be cautious with, is doing kind of like the hotels do. We're going to hold your credit card to hold this booking. And if you, for whatever reason, just walk off and get cold feet or book somewhere else, then we're going to charge your credit card a fee. And what the industry's finding out now is that the people that were never really serious about using a travel agent, they go away immediately.
Immediately, yeah.
The ones that really want a luxury or a wedding, or like I'm signed up as a partner in the Dallas to Austin area with the Wedding Wire to do wedding venue anniversaries. I did the 41st anniversary for Holly Tucker's dad, Johnny.
Oh yeah, John.
Those
Cheryl.
people typically are going to be serious about what they do.
Yeah. Right.
It's not a huge problem, but it can be a concern because, again, it's typically the ones that are going to want to go on a cheap cruise. And they're right. They can do that on their own.
You can look for deals, I guess.
It's the ones that really want to do expeditions or destination tours. I'm doing a lot of tours right now in Egypt. Egypt and Croatia are really hot right now. And
really?
I was
not necessarily weather-wise.
Well,
maybe it
both.
is. Maybe weather-wise too. Yeah.
I don't know. Croatia's not that bad, but I know Egypt will be.
Yeah.
But Egypt, I was very blessed. There's a gentleman from a travel group called Elshem's Travel that's from Egypt. I had never heard of them. I started asking around, and nobody had heard of them. So, with as many scams and things as there are out there,
I'm sure
I started doing some research, and I called some licensing travel companies, and they've actually been in business since 1989, but they've only been in Egypt and the immediate region. And the guy reached out to me based on he saw my website and liked it and reached out to me because he's trying to expand into the U.S.
Yeah.
And so we talked. I got my attorney involved and made sure everything was legit. And I signed up as I'm only one of 4 partners in the U.S. that can sell his Nile River luxury cruises and his trips. And they're very affordable and they're beautiful. I mean, the pictures that I have to show for it are just phenomenal.
Sounds so exciting. A lot more I want to talk to Gregg Dungan about Travel A Go-Go, his travel agency. We need to take a break, though. I want to tell you that if the Ann Harder Show is brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. And if your home could use a refresh, maybe a new look, you can check out Universal Windows Direct in Woodway. They offer premium windows, doors, and siding with expert installation services. Upgrade your home's beauty, comfort, and energy efficiency with Universal Windows Direct. There's more of the show ahead. Stay with us.
We're celebrating the Declaration of Deals at Allen Samuels in Waco. Right now, get $13,000 off a new Ram 1500 Lone Star, plus 2.9% for 72 months. Cash in on $13,000 off a new Ram 2500 Laramie Crew Cab, or choose 0% for 36 months, plus no payments for 90 days. Feel secure with America's best full-size truck powertrain 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty at Allen Samuels.
Come by.
Summer isn't over yet. Make every last splash count at Waco Surf. Catch perfect waves, float the lazy river, or relax on the beach while the kids make unforgettable memories. Stay in their hotel or private cabins, or hook up with your RV. Located just 90 miles from Dallas and Austin, set on 450 acres in the heart of Texas, Waco Surf is unlike any other water park around. Before school starts, give your family one more epic adventure. WacoSurf.com. Book your stay today and catch a wave.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today.
Mama told me when I was young, come sit beside me, my only son, and listen closely to what I say. And if you do this, it'll help you some sunny day. Oh yeah. Well, take your time, don't live too fast. Troubles will come and they will pass. Go find a woman and you'll find love. And don't forget, son, there's someone up above. And be a simple kind of man, or be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Oh, won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Forget your lust for rich man's gold. All that you need is in your soul. And you can do this, oh baby, if you try. All that I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man. Oh, be something you love to understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Oh, won't you do this for me, son, if you can? But don't you worry, you'll find yourself. Follow your heart and nothing else. You can do this, oh baby, if you try. All that I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man. Oh, be something you love to understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Oh, won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Oh, won't you do this for me, son, if you can?
Summer isn't over yet. Make every last splash count at Waco Surf. Catch perfect waves, float the lazy river, or relax on the beach while the kids make unforgettable memories. Stay in their hotel or private cabin, or hook up with your RV. Located just 90 miles from Dallas and Austin, set on 450 acres in the heart of Texas, Waco Surf is unlike any other water park around. Before school starts, give your family one more epic adventure. WacoSurf.com. Book your stay today and catch a wave.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
If I had somebody that was looking for a car, I would definitely recommend Allen Samuels. The trust that I have, the care that they take, they genuinely want to take care of you. They really ask for your feedback when you go to the support department to make sure they're taking care of you in every way possible. So I really appreciate that they listen to your feedback.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries to your most breathtaking destinations. and in countless unforgettable memories.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Allen Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues or those sort of things. Because of the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. And so I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
And we are back with Gregg Dungan, who just in April set up his own travel agency. It's called Travel A Go-Go. Love, love, love the name of it. So we've talked a little bit about the faith-based travel. I want to talk with you more about that. My husband and I were supposed to go to Greece for a tour that was going to follow in the footsteps of Paul, and we were not able to do that. So we still want to do that. We still want to do how do you go about setting up these kinds of tours for folks? I mean, you mentioned the Nile River. Then that's biblical area too.
Some of the trips, like for example, the Egyptian agency that I'm hooked up with from Egypt, he has package deals that he can send me. And they're all inclusive. It'll, other than the airfare to get there, they pick you up at the airport. They take you to the hotel. They've got all the excursions, the food.
I would think in that part of the world, you will want everything handled.
Yeah.
For you.
They do everything because they go from like one that's going right now. It's a group trip that goes in December. There's 10 spots left available.
Oh.
It'll start, you fly into Cairo, you see the sights, the sphinxes, the pyramids and everything, stay at a 5-star hotel in Cairo. Then you take a bus to some other sites, and then the name of the city escapes me. You go to another Egyptian city, see sights there, you board a Nile River cruise ship, and you sail the Nile River for, I think it's 4 days. Stopping at different ports to see the sights. You end up in the final destination on the Red Sea at a beach resort where you have snorkeling and scuba diving and so forth. But all the transportation, everything is taken care of. The only thing that's not taken care of is extra meals you may want, shopping, things like that.
Sure, yeah.
And your airfare, which, typically I include airfare with my packages. So whatever the airfare cost is. And if somebody has, American Airline miles and stuff, I try and use their miles to get them the best rate possible. Right. And then I put together just a turnkey where they drive to Dallas, Fort Worth or Austin or wherever they want to go out, and then they get back home to Dallas, Fort Worth. And it's the only thing I add is I highly recommend you take travel protection because you don't want it, and that's when you'll need it. I made the mistake as a travel agent on that MSC cruise in February. Being as we're older, I has been nursing some plantar fasciitis, but had good shoes on, thought it was no big deal. The ship just did a quick tour of Cozumel and down to Costa Maya and Roatan, and Patricia and I did an excursion in Costa Maya to the Mayan pyramids.
Oh, I would love to see those too.
A lot of walking. And
I'm
so
sure.
it was absolutely beautiful. And long walk back to the ship once they drop you off. We get on the ship, walk the ship. And I had just had knee surgery not too many months before that. So my knee was a little tender, but not bad. So when we got back to the room, I put ice on it and I rested it thinking I'll be fine. I got up in the morning, and when I went to put my feet on the ground, I couldn't walk, but it was not my knee. It was my plantar fasciitis. So I hobbled down to the infirmary, and $850 later, after some numbing cream and some painkillers, I was on my way. So
yeah, and they've probably seen that kind of thing before.
Oh yeah, and travel insurance for that trip would have cost me $60.
Oh my!
So you know,
my. Yeah.
I need to practice what I preach. I didn't do it, but you know, live and learn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what are some of the kind of faith-based travel trips that you have worked on in the past, maybe, or that you're offering?
There's a current trip in Turkey right now that is faith-based. That's talking about the 7 Seals of Revelation, which existed in Turkey, or the history of it is. There's a bunch in Greece, of course, Israel, but right now Israel's a hot spot, so there's no travel.
So is there a professor or a theologian or someone who is
Both.
someone conducting? So someone is conducting
Both, yeah. They're all guided
aspect.
tours. They adapt. You know, when you basically book the tour, you tell them what languages you want to speak, and you know, now if there's multiple languages, they may not be able to accommodate all of them, but if it's like English and their native language or English and Spanish, they'll set it up where they can do that. But yeah, it's again, it's all inclusive except for the side stuff that you want to do.
Oh, very good. What are some of the trends you're seeing in travel? I mean, you mentioned Croatia.
Croatia's huge right now.
Yeah.
A lot of safaris in Africa.
Really?
A lot of Argentina, Antarctica stuff. Australia is always big. Patricia and I are going to Australia, New Zealand, latter part of next year.
Are you?
I went ahead and booked it now to get it out of the way. But, you know, there's a bunch of different things. Hallmark cruises are real big right now. If you can get on them.
Yeah.
If you ever want to know what they're like, just Google Hallmark Christmas Cruise on YouTube and watch them. Basically, they're Norwegian predominantly does them. They'll leave out of Florida, and it's about a 4 or 5 day cruise.
So it's pretty short.
It's short, but all the actors and actresses from the movies are on there.
Oh gosh,
and they do all the interactions. You know, everybody dresses in Christmas attire and pajamas, and I finally got Patricia on one. That's our anniversary present to her.
Oh, good.
Since our anniversary is in February, I said I got her on one, which we've tried for years to get on.
Yeah.
Problem with them is they are popular, and they just this year started doing multiple cruises. In the past, they did one, and so if you're on one, they booked it for the next year. There was no chance of any new people getting on it, and so this is something new that's happening now. Those are big. Of course, the Caribbean in this part of the country is always big, you know, and different parts of the Caribbean. Costa Rica is big. Barbados is absolutely wonderful. Puerto Rico. There's an unlimited number of places there to go to. Another big thing that's taking a stronger footprint than I've seen in the past is railways. You know, like right now, I'm planning a family vacation. I went last month to my 50th high school class reunion, and got to see my 96-year-old mom and her 93-year-old twin sisters, and all my nieces and everybody. And we were talking about a Route 66. Everybody's always wanted to do the Route 66. Well, there's actually a rail train now that you can start either in New York City or you can start in Chicago, and you'll end up in Los Angeles with multiple stops along the way, the Grand Canyon, actually back in Albuquerque at the Route 66 track. You know, so there's a lot of things that are really, people are traveling a lot now. You would think that it would have slowed down with the economy sometimes, but people love to travel. It's a great way to, you know, keep families tied together and create great memories. And so, you know, travel has really actually increased.
Well, that's interesting. What kind of have you seen changes? I know you weren't doing this full time, obviously during the pandemic, but do you think the pandemic kind of changed folks' priorities when it comes to travel?
Again, I wasn't doing it then.
Right.
I started dabbling shortly thereafter, but the one thing I saw is you had the initial, like with everybody, the initial shock. Oh my God! And
Yeah, we're
it
locked in our
shut
houses.
everything down. And then within a week or two, everybody's like, well, life has got to go on. And so people started venturing out. And the thing that was strange was that, a lot of companies, Scripps, where we worked, was one they gave every employee money to tide them over, and you really weren't spending any money, so you were piling up this stockyard of cash. And from that time on, the economy seemed to boom.
I think I retired just right before all that happened.
Yeah.
So I missed out on all that.
I mean, people started stockpiling money and had more expendable income.
Right.
And,
well, that's interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah. And there was a lot of things that came from that because of the whole pandemic. I mean, there were businesses here in Waco, for example, that are what I would have called non-traditional advertisers, the ones that feed off of the tourist business from the Magnolia craze.
Right.
And so they never advertised. They just had foot traffic. Well, that foot traffic stopped.
Yeah.
And so you started getting dollars from people advertising their businesses just to let people know who we are. We're here and our doors are open.
Yeah. Right.
And then, shortly thereafter, all the other traditional businesses are like, hey, we can't sit here and go bankrupt. They came back. And so all this money fluctuated over. And quite honestly, I think the pandemic got people used to working at home. They got people comfortable with adjusting how they live. And one of the adjustments they made was, we're going to enjoy life. We're going to travel.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Well, that's right. I mean, I know Camp Femfo, that kind of grew out of the whole pandemic, where people were getting motorhomes and they were camping and doing more. So it's this huge campground. But I think also another thing, I think it gave folks a chance to kind of reevaluate their priorities. And we have so much consumer goods, a lot of people do, but they want to give their families experiences, want to give them memories. So, instead of loading the kids down at Christmas with a bunch of toys they're going to play with for 5 minutes, they let them open up a trip to Disney World or that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. Because, those material things, as you just said, they go away. But, one, travel keeps a family unit together. It keeps friends together. It keeps couples together.
Yeah.
It also creates like those memories that no material thing can take the place of. And, one of the things like I've started on my website, I wanted to be different from most travel agencies in the sense that whether you book your travel with me or not, I want you to trust me as an advisor. So, go to my website because I have travel tips on there. I have a currency conversion system. I have a global clock. I have a global weather. So if you're going to travel to, Alaska, and you can punch in the dates of your trip to Alaska and it'll tell you the forecasted weather for that. So you know what kind of clothes to take with you.
Normally I just call Matt Hines, but he doesn't like answering those questions.
Nah. And so now I'm also adding a travel alerts and travel warnings because they change all the time.
Well, and again,
Bahamas have a big thing right now where they're discouraging you from going to the Bahamas because of the crime has gotten out of hand.
No, that's scary.
The U.S. has basically just put that out this week, which is sad because that's a huge area where people travel. And they're not saying don't travel; they're just saying be cognizant of it. And as I was just saying about Cartagena, watch where you're at.
So you said also on your website you're doing something on Fridays where it kind of give folks an idea of places
what I'm
to
doing
go?
is I'm doing a blog called Travel Without a Ticket.
Travel Without a Ticket. Okay.
We all spend our whole lives looking at pictures and going, one day I'm going to go there.
Yeah, I'd
One day
love
I'm
to
gonna
see
do
that.
this.
My bucket list is growing.
Yeah, it's always on your bucket list and you never do it. And this is very minor, but to me, it's something that if people capitalize on it, it can create some memories. Travel Go-Go is basically, I've developed something through my love for cooking as well. It's basically a place to discover different countries, different regions of the world's cuisines, and what made those cuisines, what the history of them is, where they come from.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I started off in Italy, then I went to Greece, then I went to Mexico. This coming week, I'm going to be in Spain. And basically, when you go there, you'll read the history of it, not of just the country, but where did these recipes come from? What's the history behind them? What's the significance to those people? Because typically Europeans, they gather in groups, they enjoy company, they dine together. It's a very family-friendly, relaxed atmosphere, and they enjoy some of the best food in the world. And so this is an opportunity that you can read about it. I'm going to put 3 different recipes from each country on there. I'm also going to reference local restaurants that may have those same menu items that you can, or recipes that on their menu that you can go try if you don't want to cook at home.
Mm-hmm.
You can go try. And then I built a library where I'm going to house those so you can go back every week. And then come the holidays, I'm going to work into holidays, because, holiday cuisine is different than regular cuisine every day, especially in Europe. The Germans have their traditions. The Italians have theirs. Everybody has their traditions. And so I'm building a holiday plan right now to do, starting around the week of Halloween all the way through the first of the year. It'll be a holiday. And then I'll have a section on there where if you saw a recipe you liked, you can go find it in the library. Or if you have a recipe you heard of and you want to try it,
Mm-hmm.
you can answer the comment section, tell me what it is you like and where you found it, and I'll research it. And if we can cook it, we'll cook it. And we'll try it and put it together.
Yeah, that is so fun. I mean, and I'm just sitting here thinking, you did not retire to a rocking chair on the porch, waiting for the hearse to come pick you up.
I watched my dad struggle after being, a car dealer my whole life. He owned 3 car dealerships, and he never could let retirement go.
Right.
And while I want to enjoy my retirement, travel's a nice way to enjoy your retirement. Even though I'm working long hours, it's not work. I was
going to say you're enjoying
I enjoy
it.
Pleasing people. I enjoy that aspect of serving people. And what a better way to do it than, by gosh, I just have to travel and experience this so I can tell you what I think.
Yeah. If you could encourage someone with just one message about travel, what would it be?
Don't wait.
Yeah, I know.
If you're waiting for the right time or the right money or anything like that, you'll wait your whole life away.
I know.
And life's too precious, and we're not guaranteed a single day. And so, my thing is, you may not be able to do the exact trip you want to do, but there's always things you can do that are just as good or close to it. There's options as far as affordability. I mean, you book it far enough out, you can pay it over time to where
so it's not so painful.
So, you don't have to come up with a lump sum of cash all up front. And then there's other aspects of it. You can do all-inclusive where all the excursions, all the meals, everything's included, so you know what your cost is going to be other than you're spending money when you get there. Or you can just say, I have a lady right now out of Port Isabel, just put me on a ship anywhere, the longer the better. I don't care. I just want to sail out of the U.S. and I want to stay in this immediate area. She goes, I don't want to go to Europe. So I'm giving her about 6 options of here's some long-term cruises to consider, and here's some of the amenities and what they offer, and then I'm just going to let her choose.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a fun job to do.
Yeah, and you do all the legwork and all the research, and folks just need to book it, make the plans, and go.
Yeah.
Again, how do folks learn more?
You can go to my Facebook. It's Travel a Go-Go. Instagram's Travel a Go-Go. I'm on WhatsApp. So WhatsApp's just my mobile number, 254-744-3541. Or you can go to my website, and I actually have travelagogo.net, .biz, and .org. So either way you go, you can get to me.
Oh, thank you, Gregg.
Sure.
It is
Thank you for
so
having
fun
me.
to hear more about this. And Mike and I, we're gonna figure out how we're gonna get. So we'll be calling you about about
anytime,
some of
anytime.
these ideas. Appreciate you.
Okay.
Stay
Thank
with
you.
us. There is more of the show ahead.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Provident. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
It's our declaration of deals, and savings are moving fast at Allen Samuels Jeep in Waco. Get a 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sport for just $32,990, or take $10,000 off a 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit. Or qualified buyers can get 0% APR for 36 months and no payments for 90 days. Don't stand still. Drive today. Allen Samuels.
Come by, let's be friends.
Apollo Neuro is a new kind of wearable that helps your body recover from stress, that helps you calm down and feel better. You sleep better, and you can get back to being yourself. Learn more at apolloneuro.com.
I had a panic moment running my hands through my hair, and that's when I found Keeps. Keeps gave me the results that I was really looking for.
I definitely felt a lot more confident once I saw my hair coming back.
Keeps has given me the control of my hair back.
Get your first month free at Keeps.com.
It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro.
This is a Rogue Media Network production.